Hi everybody, happy Sunday. My name is Barb and you're watching Knotty Yarnies. I welcome you. Today I'm doing a Michael's yarn haul video. I'm actually going to split it into two separate videos because it was done in two separate trips. So I'll do it by the trip that I made. So my son had taken me on one of the trips, and unfortunately the store closed in half an hour when we were there, and I really didn't even have a chance to go through a portion of what I wanted to. So my husband then took me, and I was there for probably 2 hours going through, because I knew what projects I needed the yarn for and how many skeins of each kind, and I kind of wanted to search through colors, etc., etc. So I found out they're kind of switching the Michaels around, so they cleared out a lot of different types of yarn, brands of yarn. They seem to be getting a lot more of the loops and thread maybe coming in, which I believe is a Michaels brand. So it seems like that's the way they're going towards. So they're kind of rebranding their yarn section, I guess. So it's exciting. So I wanted to take all my money I've saved up over the last few months from orders to go and do this yarn haul, and now I'm going to start saving again for when they open after rebranding or redoing the sections, however you want to call it, and go stock up again, because I just love going there, and I only have that option or Walmart, and our Walmart, as I've told you before, is like half of a little aisle, and it's really empty, as are, I'm sure, everywhere right at this time as well. But even before COVID-19, it was pretty bare and depressing, so, our Walmart. And when you only got the two places to do your shopping for yarn, it's not very convenient, honestly. So I try to save up my money for when I can, so when I get to the big city I can do so. So I have my receipt here with the prices before the sale price and after the price, so you know how much I have. Hopefully, if you're watching this and you get excited about going to your Michaels, I'm really praying that they still have some of these yarns left. So let's get into it. Okay, so I was excited to see some. I haven't been to Michaels, oh my goodness, it must be October last year. Like, I don't drive, so for me to walk, it would be about an hour and a half walk to go to the store. So I don't get there very often. So anyway, so when I go, I love checking out the new types of yarn. So this, you might have seen these things before and months, say, Barb, that's not new. But it's new to me because I have not seen it. So this also could be just something new that they're just starting out with too, with their rollout, and they just needed to start filling the shelves. I'm not sure. Let me know down below what any information. I'd appreciate it, so I know that it'll be available for me maybe in the upcoming months, or maybe it's discontinued and you know about it. I'm not sure. This first one is loops and thread cream cotton, and I have never used it, touched it, felt it, looked at it before. It was regular price $11.99, and it was on sale for $6.99. There was quite a few sales that were $6.99 for a big skein like this. I bought two of these, the same color. I'm a purple freak, so if I see something purple, like if I'm not making it for myself, I could make any color, it wouldn't bother me. But if it's for myself, a lot of times I veer to purple. I like pink as well, but I'm a purple freak, so I don't know why. Just my favorite color, I guess. This is 87% cotton, 13% nylon. It's very soft. Like, to me, this is the softest cotton I felt, but it's not 100% cotton either. But I bought it because I'm making myself a summer little shirt, kind of probably with a sleeve similar to this, and just a light shirt, and I wanted it to be cotton so it's nice and light. This has also a nice yardage, 432 yards, or 395 meters. 7-ounce ball or 200 grams. That's like almost half a pound. This color is called violet. It's made in China. I think the loops and threads, that's might be where they're made. It's a size 4 medium weight, using a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook or 6 millimeter knitting needles. And it's hand wash only. Do not bleach, dry flat, and do not iron. I knew that it was hand wash only, but it was between this cotton and another one I'm going to show you for this shirt that I want to make myself. But because this one's so much softer, that's why I chose this one to make for my clothes. So it's super cozy. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to create my shirt with this. I'm designing my own, so I can't even share the pattern or anything like that. It'll take me a little bit, but I just know in my head I can envision it and I know what it's going to look like. So it's a matter of getting it on paper and doing all the math part of it. So that one again was $11.99 regular, and it was on sale for $6.99. And you've probably seen these Karen cotton cakes. They were also $11.99 on sale for I keep saying $6.99, but let's see, regular $11.99, $6.99. Yeah, I was gonna say $6.97, but this colorway is so pretty, this pink. Let's see if we can get the lights right above me so it kind of hits. There, we'll go beyond. That's the true color right there. It's like a baby pink. It is called Frosted Pink. So I bought 2 of these. You're seeing me toss. There's a basket there. And as I bag the skeins, I throw them in the basket, then I go and place them after the video's over. So don't worry, they're not just getting thrown around. These balls here, I call them balls, I know they're cakes, but they're 8.8 ounces or 250 grams. That's over half a pound, these guys. They're 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So they're not as rough as the 100% cotton, but they're not as soft as the last one that I told you about either. These I would still wear. I would still wear this as a shirt though, no problem, none whatsoever. Machine washable and dryable, so that's the bonus part about this. I actually bought this to maybe make a baby dress or something out of, or a summery little light, maybe lap gown, that kind of idea. I haven't decided. There's a pattern on the ball for this beautiful shawl. I made one similar before, and that takes 2 skeins of this to make that. So I'll give you an idea of how much is on here. I didn't say yardage, did I? 530 yards, or 485 meters. Yeah, that's quite long. That'll do lots. It's also made in China. So maybe the Our Inspirations brand is also made in China. I'm not sure. So this is a great type of cotton for clothing, summer items, bags, that kind of idea. I would definitely use this. I wouldn't use anything with acrylic for dishcloths or any of my my kitchen items, because the acrylic can hold some bacteria in it, not like the cotton. The cotton is what helps with it, dries better, I guess, and it's less likely to have bacteria growth in it than the acrylic would be. There's a better scientific explanation, but I'll go with that for now. But that's the Karen cotton cakes. I like the solid colors. I'm not a fan of the variegated or the striping one of the cotton, just because of the projects that I tend to do with it. Now this one is new to me. I never seen this before. Loops and Thread Cozy Baby. Here's the color. Check out that color. OMG. I just loved it. I actually think about, yeah, I bought 3 of these because I had something in mind for them. These are a number 3 weight. Okay, that I really enjoy. See, like my poncho here is a number 3 weight. I loved working with it. It worked up quick enough, and but it's light. It's not a heavy garment. So when you make something with this, it's not terribly heavy. The drape is beautiful when you use them like this. So I didn't buy this for a specific project, but I knew with the yardage that I had enough to make. If I wanted to make a light long sleeve sweater, I had enough. So here's the information for this. A 4mm crochet hook or a 4mm knitting needles. 7 ounces or 200 grams. It is machine wash in warm, do not bleach, tumble dry on low, and do not iron. 70% acrylic and 30% polyamide or polyamide. I don't know if the A is silent there. This is soft. Well, it's a baby yarn, but I've seen baby yarns that weren't very soft. This is soft, and you could tell the squish on that. Look at the squish factor. Ooh, squishy. Oh, I like it. I'll cuddle with that. That's why I say a sweater, because it has 557 yards or 510 meters. So that would give me about, rough estimate, 1,500 meters, which is plenty for me to make a light sweater in my size. So that's what I wanted to do with it. I like neutral things. So if I have, doesn't matter, I don't have to coordinate my shirt that I'm wearing underneath, especially if I'm going to leave it open. So again, that's Cozy Baby by Loops and Thread. I'm hoping this is a new one and that'll be available all the time now, because they had such beautiful colors. The next one I purchased was Red Heart Hop Scotch. Check out the colors in this guy. Oh, blues and purples and oranges. The way I have the light today, it's just not showing. So wait, I'll see if I can tilt it a little. That's better. That's better. There. Yeah, this, I've been seeing people do projects with this, and I have yet to touch it. It's soft. It's not super soft. This is like what do I compare this to? Looking around to try to think. I'm not quite sure. Maybe Red Heart with Love type thing? Not like, it's not close to Super Saver. Not at all. Like this is just, oh, I know. Have you ever felt the Fentex? The ball type. Oh, what's that called? Oh, here, I have a ball here. Worsted Fentex. Oh, yeah, it's yarn. It's not like the slipper, old-fashioned slipper yarn. It's not like that. It's just in a ball. That's exactly what it feels like. So it's soft enough. But this is 4 ounces or 113 grams, 210 yards or 193 meters. 5mm knitting needles or 5.5mm crochet hook, machine washable and dryable, and it's 100% acrylic. That's when you know that it's all right, and it might soften in the wash as I do something as well. I bought 2 skeins for hats. So I wanted to see how they worked up with rows. I've seen it. I wanted to try one knitted and one crocheted. That's normally what I do when I'm working with a new yarn, is try a knitted pattern and a crochet pattern to see the variation of it, them worked up. And this made in India. It's made in India. These were regular $6.97 a skein. $6.97. I would never have paid that. I would have waited for a sale. I would never have paid that, but I got them on clearance for $3.97 for a skein. So where can you purchase a hat for yourself for $3.97, right? So again, I bought 2 of that colorway. Oh, the colorway, sorry, is called, I forgot to say that about the last kind. Colorway is called Hula Hoop. Hula Hoop. I like that color name. Huh. I don't think I said this last one. No, I did not. This is called Aspen. The Cozy Baby is called Aspen, for anybody wondering. Sorry, I forgot that part. There's so many little pieces to remember to talk about. So if you don't do it in the certain order as it comes on the ball band, then you're forgetting to say it. My next one, oh, actually, I may as well do this is the same. It's a hop scotch as well. Same price, same yardage, same everything except for color. And this colorway is called, oh, Somersault. So that was hopscotch, and this is somersault. Let's see if you can see those colors. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to see what you could see, so to make sure it's turning out the right way. Isn't that pretty? It's just like a tinted olivey green and beiges and whites and browns. Just, oh, it's so luscious. I can't wait. And those two, I'll be making a knitted hat and a crocheted hat to see the different variations. Maybe one will be a messy bun hat and one will be a toque. I'm not sure. Depends how far the yardage goes as well. So those were the same price and everything, $3.97. The next ones I've got, I have used hygge yarn, the regular hygge yarn, the stuff that first came out, and then they came out with the hygge fur, and I just didn't have a project in mind to pay $9.99 a ball for, because this was $9.99 regular price. I got it on for $3.97, so I bought 2 balls. I bought it actually to trim my slippers. If you've seen my slipper pattern, I'm going to do the cuff with this. And I also am doing my cardigan for the winter. And I just may do either a hood or the trim with this as well. So this is the hygge fur. And believe me, this is like luscious. This is so soft. Oh my goodness, I love this. I couldn't wait to get my hands on to own some, but I wouldn't pay 10 bucks a ball, especially when I didn't have a project right in mind at that time. I would have even purchased more at $3.97, but I don't really have something right away that I'm going to make with it, so I just left it. So gotta leave some for everybody else, right? So let's see the details on this. This colorway is called Sandcastle. That's a pretty name. Sandcastle. It says to buy enough for the dye lot for your project, which I made sure they were the same dye lot, even though I probably won't be using them. Like for my slippers, I'll be using 1 ball, and then probably the other ball will be for the trim or the hood or whatever I'm doing on my sweater. So it's considered a number 5 bulky weight, 6.5 millimeter crochet hook or 6 millimeter knitting needles. It's machine wash and cold on gentle. Do not iron, do not bleach, and do not dry clean even. Wow, that's pretty specific. 100% nylon. I'm thinking that nylon must be softer than I ever thought it was. I guess when I'm thinking of nylons that you put on when you're going out to a party under your dress. And I'm thinking how, they're bothersome. They're not very soft. So I guess I'm thinking of that kind of nylon, but this is super soft. It's considered faux fur, it says. It is 7 ounces or 200 grams. 260 yards or 238 meters. Oh my gosh. This is so luscious. Made in China. Now, did I forget to say anything about this one? $9.99, now $3.97. There's a picture of a blanket I'll show you in a second on the ball band, because Red Heart, I think, has, yeah, it has the instructions on the ball bands. But any of these I show you, you could also go on their websites, and the patterns are there free as well to download. But the pattern that I'm going to show you, the blanket, 6 balls it would take to make this whole blanket. So this must go a really far distance. It must take, like, usually you could take a ball like this and you'd be only a partial way through and be like, oh my gosh, I'm out of yarn already. It's going to take a lot more yarn than I thought it was going to. But this seems to go very far, kind of like the velvet yarn seems to go far. There's the picture of the blanket, and that would take six of these skeins to make that blanket only. That really surprises me. So again, that's hygge fur. Love it. Love this. Let's get that in the basket. The basket's a little full. I bought, I'm not going to take them all out. 2, 4, I bought 6 of these. Blush Alpaca by Loops and Thread. Look at the alpaca fur on that. Can you see the fuzz? Oh my gosh. Gorgeous, like a burnt orange color, deep pumpkin. Let's see what it's called. The color is called rust, actually. Kind of matches my orange up there. Yeah, that's a thin yarn. But say I wanted to do something with that orange with this. This is a number 4. I could just hold 2 or 3 strands of this together in a project and then trim it with this if I wanted the nice softness on a certain project, like maybe a hat or something. Maybe I do the brim in just this to make this last even longer, because it's not a huge ball. This doesn't have a lot of yardage in it. I'll get to that. This is soft, like you can see how squishy it is. Oh my gosh, I just had to have it. It's like I haven't had anything like this, and I'm thinking of making myself a hooded cowl with this, designing one. So this, here's a project it shows, and it says it takes 2 balls just to create this, but it's knitted. So when you're knitting, as you know, it seems to take a lot less yardage to knit something than it would to crochet that project. If you were to crochet that project, it would probably take 3 balls to crochet. But because it's knitted, the fiber seems to go a lot further in knitting. So if you have the time or the knowledge, like maybe you do both, then, and you only have 2 skeins of this, maybe you just want to knit whatever it is so that you can get the yardage out of that ball. So the ball has 86 yards, or 79 meters only. 4 ounces or 113 grams. So it's only like a quarter of a pound. I mean, your burger weighs that, right? So it's not very much yarn in there at all, but I guess it's the quality. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just love it. It says there's a free pattern on the inside. 9mm knitting needles, or 10mm. Oh, wait a minute. This is the first time I've seen this. 9mm or 10mm knitting needles. So I guess maybe depending on your gauge, maybe. Or unless, because it doesn't show you. Oh, here's the crochet hook. You got to switch it over to the other side. 9mm crochet hook. So it's 9 or 10mm knitting needles, or 9mm crochet hook. And it's a super bulky weight 6. And it's made in Turkey. Oh, so Loops and Thread, I was thinking, was all made in China, but I guess it's not. This one is made in Turkey. I like it. This one says, yeah, super bulky. I don't know that symbol. Machine wash and cold, dry flat, do not iron, do not bleach. You know what I need? Because I have so much hand wash items now. that, like the velvet sweater that I showed you before. And if I'm making up my cowl with this, I'm thinking I'm going to have to order from either We Crochet or some place like that. One of those, it's a square, it has plastic posts, and it's a drying rack, and it's netted so you can lay it flat, your item, and you could air dry it. So I'm thinking that might be an investment I'm going to have to purchase with all this hand wash stuff only. So might be an idea. And again, this colorway is rust. It's 80% acrylic and 20% alpaca. And that's where you see the fur and the softness. That's where that comes from. Ooh, this is luscious. I got six skeins of this. And again, I got 2 other colorways because I bought 3 of this color. It is just called pink. So it's all the same information and everything. So I bought 3, and I bought 1 of this color. I just had to have this color. This color is called brown. Simply brown. But if you can see, look at the colors together. Beautiful, huh? I'm making something with the pinks as the main color, and then I'm going to trim it with the brown. So that's why I bought those. I'm just not 100% positive on what it was I was going to create with those. I also purchased a whole bunch. I'm trying to see what the prices were regular. They have mandela tweed stripes. I don't know if you've seen those before. Just one second, take a sip of my drink. And I couldn't choose a color. They had 4 bins, and I was trying to think or justify, I'm not sure which one. And I was trying to think of what I can make, because they were all random names, and I couldn't find more than 5 of the same colorway. But I wanted to do an Afghan, and I knew just 5 wasn't going to cut it. So I was thinking and thinking. So I'm going to, over the next couple days, I'm going to do a square. I really enjoy doing squares for Afghans and then piecing them together at the end, especially in the summer months when you're at the cottage, you're traveling and it's warm. You don't want this big blanket draped. You don't want to be carrying all kinds of skeins of yarn. So this way I could just take 1 or 2 balls, depending how long I'm going to be gone, and I could hook away while we're traveling or whatever. And then I get these squares and then just stack them up. And then once they're all done, I usually either do a join as you go, or invisible stitch is most of the time. That's what I end up doing. And then I'll do a border around the edge in a different colorway or a solid colorway. But the one I'm doing, it's kind of going to burst because the tweed, I'll show you in a second. It has all these different colors, and I'm anxious to see how it comes out, because the way my square goes, it starts in the middle and then it works its way out. And I bought 2 of each colorway. I think there's 11 or 12 different colorways, and I bought 2 of each, and I'm going to make as many squares out of the 2 skeins that I can. So I'm hoping I can get 2 to 3. I should be able to get 3 squares out of each skein, because I'd like to end up with a king size Afghan for my couch when I'm done. So if it ends up bigger, it ends up bigger. That's a bonus. I just love it. Because this is just going to be called like a scrappy gan or something like that I'm going to just put together. I'll grab the bag here. Oh, I think I knocked you around there. So I'm going to dig through and I'm going to show you the different colorways in case you're interested to know what they are all called, and to kind of see a preview of what the scrappy gan's going to look like. I don't think I could match the colors Like if I said them once, I apologize if I repeat the same colorway, but I'll try to remember the ones I've said already. So you'll get the idea when you see it anyway. First, I'll tell you a little bit about it if you haven't seen them. Mandela tweed stripes. They're all like this. You see how they have stripes and tweed and a little bit of fuzz in there. They're all pretty similar. It'll be just the colors that are different. There's 5.3 ounces or 150 grams, 426 yards or 390 meters. It's a number 4 weight yarn. So you're using a 4.5 millimeter knitting needles or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And that's usually to get the better drape on it. That's why. It's 100% acrylic and therefore it's machine washable and dryable. And it says this, you want to get the same dye lot number because it may vary the coloration on it. They're made in Turkey. And this colorway is called Ladybug. I'm not sure how they name them. There's so many colors in this. Like there's orange and yellow and green and white and blue and like a gold color and a pink and a purple. So many different shades of those colors that I just rhymed off too. Gorgeous. And this is a Lion brand. So they don't have patterns on their labels on this one anyway. You just go to lionbrand.com and it says they have over 8,000 free patterns for you to search through. So I'm just going to now tell you, they're all the same amounts, they're all same everything except for colorways. So I'll show you the different colorways that my blanket's going to be. So this one, again, Ladybug. This one is called Wishing Well. Try to hide my face. So I'm going to try to get the lighting a bit better here so you can see the colors better. That's much better. That's Wishing Well. This one's called Cat's Eye. I can see why some of them are named this different named, like how they come across the name. Wishing Well. This one's called Knock on Wood. I like the deep colors in this one. It's pretty. This one is called Wishbone. Makes me think of that TV show when my boys were young. Wishbone. I loved that little dog. It was a cute show. It's Wishbone. Beautiful, eh? Oh my goodness. Just love it. This one is called Rainbow. This was one of my favorites. The colorways are just, I couldn't choose anyway, I don't think. If I had to choose, I don't think I could have. So I'm kind of glad that they were there, that I ended up deciding on getting 2 of each. This one's called Dragonfly, another favorite. Hey, that kind of matches my poncho here, eh? That's kind of cool. That's Dragonfly. Another Ladybug. This one's called Buddha. Huh, Buddha. Hope you could see that all right. Neat. And we got one called Horseshoe. This was another one of my favorites. Lots of teals and blues in there. I'm not even a real blue fan, but my goodness, you can't help but love that. That's gorgeous. Another Dragonfly. Another Buddha. This one's called Shooting Star. This is gorgeous too. Check out those reds and with the grays. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Can you now see why I couldn't decide? Not that they had enough to make one whole big Afghan, but I just wouldn't have been able to decide. So knock on wood, we've seen that one. Cat's Eye. Did I show that one? It's hard because they all look so similar. Well, this is cat's eye. I think I showed it to you already, but just in case I didn't. I guess because it has maybe the yellow in the inside like some cats. And rainbow, I showed you that one. This one's called White Elephant. I'm not sure why there's not even white in it. Maybe it's like the white elephant tables where you sell random things. It's just random colors. Maybe that's the reasoning. We're getting down there. Got another wishbone. I think we showed this one. Horseshoe. White elephant again. And rainbow. Well, that's it, everybody. That was my first yarn haul that I have did. I'm gonna upload this one, and then after I can get rid of it off my phone because it holds the memory, and I can only do so much memory on my phone, and then it won't let me upload it at all. It'll let me record it, but it won't let me upload it unless I go on my laptop, which I choose not to do. I would like to just do it wirelessly through my phone, so, and edit it all that way because I have all the apps on my phone all set up to do all that fun jazz. So hoping I can record and then get out the next video by tomorrow. So I will record it later today because it takes a couple hours to do all the editing and uploading and stuff, and I will record the next one, and then that'll be out tomorrow. So look forward to watching that tomorrow. And I'm going to have I plan on doing 2 tutorials this week. Not positive on which ones yet, so keep your eye out for those because I'm not even sure myself. So usually I sit down Sunday night and I do my plan for the week on what videos I'm doing on which days. So, and I don't try to overextend myself, so any added ones are just bonuses. So if I get more than 2 done, that's a bonus. So, but I really like to get 2 done every single week. So maybe if I end up doing, by the time I get to a larger projects, it might take me longer. Like I'm working on a shawl one. I started yesterday afternoon after I uploaded and edited all my video. I started doing a shawl pattern, made it myself after trying to do all that, and I got to make it twice. So I make it the first time as I'm writing down how to make it. Then the second time I film it and create it along with you. So I end up with 2 of the patterns, but I actually have to physically make them, and it's huge. It's like almost 6 feet long, the shawl. So, and I think it's 20 inches wide. So it's quite substantial. So I got to do 2 of them. So it takes time is what I'm basically rambling about. But anyway, I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend, a safe weekend, and spending it the way you enjoy. And if that's crochet or knit related, awesome. If it's not today, that's fine too. So crochet away, everybody, and enjoy your fabulous Sunday. Until next time, ciao for now.